Okay, dokie. Hopefully everything is working the way it needs to be. I apologize if you hear the doggos, but it is what it is. Alright. Oh, look at that. The lighting does look good. Great, because I'm not turning on any lights. Cool. Alright. Oh no. Please, please, please. Please! Why does it not want to do the thing that I want it to do? Oh, it was there for a second, and then it disappeared. Okay, well, I can just... There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright. Let me go ahead and watch this thing. I'll move this a little bit closer. Okay. Now, I ignored Twitter all day today. Bunch of notifications. I ignored Twitter all day today so I could be surprised. The only thing I kind of got spoiled by is when I was looking through Facebook instead of Twitter. In the Dragon Age group, I saw a screenshot of Solus. That's it. I guess Solus shows up in the first 20 minutes. That's okay. But I saw him. That's all I saw. So I can't wait to watch this and then go on Twitter and then see everybody's reactions. But before I start this, we now know that I believe it was confirmed all the companions are romanceable and bisexual, pansexual, including Grandpa. And apparently, Grandpa's romance ain't bad. Rated M, so obviously spicy stuff. What else do we know? Oh, I need to read Tevinter Nights. So we know we pick from our character can pick from 6 factions to choose from, which I'm assuming that means you technically could make another Grey Warden if you want, which seems pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie, that seems pretty cool, especially, well, that doesn't make any sense because I wonder if there's cutoffs because you can play as a human, elf, dwarf, or Qunari, but as far as we know, there are no Qunari wardens. So I wonder if certain factions get cut off for certain races, which could bring up some interesting replayability as well. But you can choose 6 factions. The reason for that, and we also know, as far as the companions go, the only ones who don't show up in books or the comics is Davrin, Bellara, and Tash. So our 2 elves and our Qunari companion. They have not shown up in the books or the comics at all, but everybody else has shown up in either the books, the comics, or both. Now, the only book I know I need to read is Tevinter Nights. I have it bought. It's back there behind me. I gotta finish what I'm reading first, though, but I have to read that. And like I said in the last one, I know I'm missing, I have to be missing like 1 or 2 comics that I have to read before I can play this game. But I've got time. Comes out in fall. Earliest it could possibly come out is what, September? And I mean, I don't know. Are games releasing in September that frequently? I don't know, because the first day of fall was in September, so I don't know, September. I'm thinking more. My gut's saying November, like end October, somewhere in November. It obviously can't be December because I would consider that winter or holiday release. So I really don't. If it is September, that'll be great. No, my birthday month, great. That would be fantastic. But I don't think it'll be September. Unless we get told in this, which I don't think I will, because I feel like I would have gotten spoiled by that instantly. Okay, so we're gonna watch this. So 6 factions. In the start, I'm gonna assume before you make your Rook, I learned that your character's name is Rook. And there's already a rumor going around that Rook, your character, is secretly an agent for Solus, which hey, if that like ends up being an option, like that's if that's a choice you can do, like, no, I was never part of Solus, or yes, I was always an agent of Solus. I'm sorry. I like Solus. Like I follow, the whole meme of your character hating on Solus. You're like, yeah, we'll take care of Solus first. We gotta beat him up and stuff. I laugh at it, but like honestly, my Lavellan and myself full heartedly love Solus. He needs to be stopped. Like that's no question. He needs to be stopped. He needs to get beat up so his brain can think normally again, but I really don't want to kill him. I really don't want to kill him. I really hope I want to kill him. Anyway, but speaking of your Inquisitor, so I'm assuming before you make Rook, they did announce that you are going to be able to make your Inquisitor. So obviously Inquisitor is going to show up, but honestly, I don't think that was much of a surprise that we figured the Inquisitor would show up. The Inquisitor is so, romance or not, so tied in with Solus, whether you were friends or enemies, romance, it didn't matter. You're so tied in with Solus, there's no way you couldn't have the Inquisitor back. There's no way. They also said, along with making your Inquisitor, there's some choices you make, like kind of story choices. I don't know if they're necessarily story choices or things that just aren't in the keep. And I don't know, maybe it's just easier for you to choose those things right at the beginning of the game instead of going into the keep and adding them into the keep. Some people are wondering if this means the keep is going to be obsolete. One, no, because you need it for Inquisition. Besides that, I hope it won't be obsolete because I actually kind of like the keep. It's kind of like nice seeing my world states, there on the screen instead of just in written form. So while the keep isn't going anywhere because people are still going to play Inquisition and you need the keep for Inquisition. Will you need the keep for Veilguard? Who knows? It's not that big a deal, I think. So make your Inquisitor, make some choices. 6 factions, all companions are romanceable. Scout Harding, who I didn't realize was a companion, is a companion, so there's your first dwarf romance. I'm definitely going to make a character for her, because she's adorable. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. Let's watch this now. I am interested. We'll take the captain's off for right now. Hold on. I'm not reading this. Okay, so this is your first at Dragon Age the Veilguard. The following footage was captured from software and development and takes place very early in the game. It has been edited for brevity and to avoid any major spoilers. Okay, so I can watch this and not be completely spoiled because it very well could change and it's not the whole beginning part. I've kind of decided that after I finish watching this, I'm gonna try not to pause. Besides this, I'm gonna try to watch the whole thing through and then I'll go back, take a closer look at things, and then we'll end the stream from there. But I feel like I'm gonna really like this game, so I don't want to be spoiled too much despite everything I said at the very beginning of this. So after I watch this, I'm gonna try really hard to not look at anything else. Like, I'm not gonna read any more articles. I'm not, if there's any more videos that come out, I'm gonna, try not to watch them. If I see them on, Twitter feed, I'm just gonna skip right by them because I want to be surprised. I want to go to this blind. Because despite what all the incels are saying, I think this game's gonna be really good. And I'm excited. So yeah.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
Game's very pretty. It's very pretty. And I saw somebody say,
Should
"Oh,
we be in more of a hurry
the
to
culture
get out of
shock
here?
from Dorian
We
to
don't want to look conspicuous.
Ferelden's
Just
makes
get out
sense."
of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
What if I don't want to stop Solus? That's my question. Rook. Shadow dragons. Okay. This is why I need to read the comics and books. I don't know.
Before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Halt!
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
I like how there's
They are
long hair
to us.
options. The hair
Is it
looks
because of the
beautiful.
bars?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go. Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza.
Watch out!
Wow, that was quick. Went to shit pretty damn quick.
Summoning demons on purpose?
Are those doggies? Wait, are there hell doggies now?
And they're slipping through the cracks.
Fade doggies?
And when the veil comes down completely?
Then the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Ooh, that's a nice upgrade for the Pride Demon. I like it. Whoa, he looks amazing.
Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
This game is fantastic. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. People are stupid.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss. I love the hair.
You all right?
The hair options.
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual
They
must
stepped
be
up their
weakening
game.
the veil. There are a lot
They
of scared
listened.
people out here.
And a lot of demons.
People are still
Haven't
gonna make
seen
hair
this many
mods,
come
but-
through the Fade in years.
What about you two? Are you okay?
Alright, so just like Inquisition. Cool. I like it.
We're good.
Exactly like
but we need to
Inquisition.
move.
I like it.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge, and this is nowhere near my neighborhood. I can try.
Don't worry. Scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
Alright, I'm pausing this because I wonder if it was this laggy during the stream. And hopefully it's not like that in actual game because that'll kind of suck. Alright, I'm only pausing to catch up my thoughts here, so... Again, I know nothing about these Shadow Dragons, Veil Jumpers. I don't know if they will have like a short little description. If you remember, like in Inquisition, when you picked what race you wanted to do, they had like a short little story description about your background. I wonder if that'll just be introduced into this, or if like the Shadow Dragons, the Veil Jumpers, and then the other factions, besides obviously Antivan Crows and Grey Wardens, if they are explained in the comics or the book in any form, because I need to know. Okay. So, in the very beginning of this game, Solus is starting shit. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I like the male voice. When I first heard it in like a little sneak preview, I was like, ooh, interesting. But I do like the male voice. I wonder if they're gonna have different, like two different options, like in Inquisition. I wonder. I'm very interested to hear the female voice, which I'm sure they're gonna come out with if they don't do it in this video. I'm gonna try not to listen to it.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Wow. Yo, I'm loving this
Demons,
demon
here they
upgrade.
come.
I know I said I wouldn't pause, but the other thing I wanted to point out, I can't tell if if this character is a rogue or a warrior because they have a one-handed sword and an archer. I really wonder, you know, they listened to us when we talked about the hair options. We have the nice long flowy hair, which I'm not complaining. I can't wait to have long flowy hair. But I wonder because Tash in the trailer was dual wielding axes, and she's clearly a warrior, if they're going back to Origins, how a lot of people wanted, and I don't blame them, how in Origins a warrior could be, you know, sword and shield, two-handed, or an archer, or two-handed or dual wielding, and then a rogue, you had your dual wielding and archer, but you could wear heavy armor if you wanted to, and then your mage, you know, kind of same thing, wear heavy armor if you wanted to. An arcane warrior. I'm very interested. This fighting style is cool. It's very pretty. I like it. Okay. It looks interesting how you can like very quickly, I don't know if it's a push of a
think
button
that's
or if
the
it's
last of 'em.
automatic. How you can like, how he immediately switched from like archery to rogue.
Good. Let's get to
That's
Dumont
pretty
Plaza
cool.
and find Nev. Patch yourselves up if you
Ew,
need
rats. Okay. I don't know if there's gonna be a mage healer. Probably not.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
it. That world existed before the veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process. Venatori cultists!
I hate these assholes.
I wonder if you could fall.
Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
I think you can.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Okay. Type of dodge mechanic. Interesting.
All citizens
Did you really need to heal?
until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
This has to be the stream lag because I'm
on.
freaking hooked up to the internet.
Guess we're sliding down.
Whee!
They're
Yeah!
allies of Nev Gallus! Kill them all!
Still gotta find Nev. Still gotta find Nev. Still finding Nev. Pause. Reading. Use the ability will to pause the action and choose from Rook's abilities. Oh. Static. Okay, obviously you're a rogue. Navigate, change target, deselect. Ew, we're playing on PlayStation. Ugh. Anywho, deselect, close, clear, cancel. Okay.
Varric Tetris. The Venatori own these streets.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. So my first question is one, if like your three little squares right there at the bottom in the middle, if they always appear, so that way you can always quick select and you don't have to go into the thing, or, which I'm sure, but I don't know if you can see it, but like right below here, right below the three little squares, there's like a bar, which I guess you could say is like a mana bar, or since you're not a mage, I guess you could say like an MP bar, but there's no more cooldowns. So it looks like the more like you fight people, the more hits you get. This bar fills up and then you can use a move. I mean, that's fine. That's different. That is a lot different. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's different. That's very much a different style from the other Dragon Age games. I'll probably I mean, that's a totally different style from Mass Effect as well. Like, all the games have cooldown times. There is none of this hit point raising stuff. That's something I'm gonna have to get used to. Especially if they decide to have like an insane achievement that you need to get. That's something I'm really gonna need to get used to, because it's probably beneficial to wait for the bar to get filled up all the way, so that way you can use... I'm sure if your bar is filled up all the way, you can use like 2 skills at once, but I wonder if that bar can be bigger and if you can get stuff faster. Probably, as you level up. Yeah. It doesn't look like you're controlling your companions though. Which, I mean, we'll see. I guess Harding technically isn't a companion yet. Oh, hey.
Alright, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nice.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought
Oh
the
yeah,
same
this is a
thing.
stream. That's awful.
A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me.
It better not be
But
like
I
that
play
in game.
along.
People are gonna riot.
Find out who wanted to settle the score
I'll
this
riot.
time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friends said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
Interesting.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point.
Well, this is very
I haven't
Inquisition-esque.
seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in Elven ruins.
Oh, is it the
Traced
orbs?
to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
She's really cute. I like how she's wearing like a veil. She's ready for marriage. Oh, and obviously we skipped a part. So the team discovers Solus's hideout and then Illuvion Gate, the portal he's used to escape the city of Mathras. Okay. Alright. They step through the gate. Okay.
Well, we're not in Minrathous.
Curious if this will look different if you're an elf. So I've kind of already decided that I'm gonna play as an elf. I'm gonna stream my Canon Thetis eventually. I'm actually gonna do some rewrites because I'm keeping my Hawk and my Inquisitor the same, but I think I'm gonna do a different Warden. But like in Inquisition, how if you played an elf, when you went through the Elovians, the world in this, I'm sure, I can't remember what the actual term of it, the Crossroads, I think it's called the Crossroads. I was going to call it the In-Between, but the Crossroads, it's very beautiful, very pretty when you're an elf, but when you were anything else, it looked dead and lifeless. And looking at this looks not dead and not lifeless, and you are a human. I wonder if it'll look any different if you're an elf. I really hope it does, because that's kind of a nitpick thing. But
Anymore.
who knows?
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved.
Oh, we're not in the Crossroads. Okay, well, never mind. We're not in the
I've never
Crossroads.
seen
We're actually
anything
somewhere.
like it.
tremors are getting
Oh, Solus has his own little statue?
And we've got demons.
I wonder if the orange means they're fire, despair demons, and purple means they're lightning. The color differentiation has to be something. Pausing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many elven gods are there? If we're not counting Solus, Mythal, Elganar, the twins, Hala, and the chick who everybody thought Sarah was. And then June starts with a J. That dude, I imagine him with potions, alchemy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 8 if you count Solus, because clearly that was a Solus statue lit up. I wonder if that, whatever place this is where like all the elven gods would meet up, light up their own statue and whatever and talk or whatever. Mythal's obviously going to be the big one in the middle. I wonder who the other elven god is that we're gonna meet. And if they're just gonna be in that dragon form that was in the trailer, or if it's gonna be like an actual person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, there's ones.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try
No,
not
it's
to
only
think
7.
about it.
The team barrel their way deeper into the forest, and they arrive at Solus's ritual. God, I wish I had the Inquisitor, man. Oh, this is gonna break my heart. This is going to break my heart.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Alright, a barrier. Oh, okay, so I see the side bit is your companions. Alright. Okay. That's like Mass Effect. And I mean, if you can only have 2 companions now, like in Mass Effect, I mean, that makes sense. So the ability wheel is normal. I know one person pointed out if you wonder if you can only take 2 companions, it's because maybe regularly throughout the game you'll have past companions join you on missions, which I like that idea. That idea would make sense. Especially, again, since this game is so heavily involved around, Solus, the bad guy, and the the rifts and the veil and all that, that's so heavily tied into Inquisition. It makes sense that you would have previous companions, mainly from Inquisition, coming back to help you on missions and whatnot. Just not actual companions. They're like actual just support. And then you have your actual people that you can control. That's fine. I don't hate that. I want to play. Can I play? I want to be special and I want to play. I want to play. I want to play. Please come out in September. Please come out specifically September 16th. Specifically that day. And then I will know what to do on my birthday.
How do demon
Is the pride thief can change his... Oh, he's wearing like a little skirt. That's cute.
Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
You're healing too much. I would not be healing this much. You're clearly not playing on like a hard difficulty. I would not be healing this much. Yeah, it's too bad their stream is laggy. Kind of ruins it.
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
It just better not be like this in game. There's gonna be a riot. If it's like this in game, I might not play it until they come out with an update, because I swear to God, I won't be able to handle this. Alright, show me my wolf husband. I wanna see him.
All right, I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
And it would be my Inquisitor. It ain't gonna be you, Varric. I wonder... Well, I really hope, like, if during this, if you, like, you know, when you put in your options that, you know, your Lavellan, romanced Solus, if either Harding will mention it, she'd be like, you really think an old friend is going to convince him when his own... When even... Like, if she says something like, do you really think you, an old friend, is going to convince you when Lavellan couldn't? Something like that. I would love if that happens. I would love if that happens.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook.
Disapproves,
I've gotta try to
approves,
reach him.
disapproves, alright.
But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
I also think Varric's gonna die in this game. And the only reason why I'm saying Varric is gonna die in this game, I'm not saying right here he's gonna die, because that'd be pretty tragic if they show, hey, here's the beginning of the game, so everybody's favorite companion character, he's gonna die. But I do really think Varric's gonna die in this game. And I only say that because of them firing Varric's writer. That's the only reason why I say that. I think Varric's gonna die. Because there's supposed to be at least one more game after this. I stated it before, but in the past, BioWare has said that they wanted 5 games, because this would be the 4th game, right? So they wanted 5 games. They planned 2 other games after Inquisition. And it all just depends how the games go if they actually get that. So it's this game, there's going to be another game. And the fact that they fired certain characters' writers makes me think those characters are going to die in this game. They have to die in this game because I don't see how they would never be relevant in the Dragon Age universe again, especially in the last game. So that's something I'm definitely preparing myself for, is that Varric will die in this game. I'm gonna say it with confidence. Varric is gonna die in this game. So that way, when he doesn't die, I am pleasantly surprised. But then when he does die, I won't cry
More
so
demons.
much. Plus, he's old. I mean, this dude.
Rook, take care of the team for me.
Oh God.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Chuckles. Solus looks so good. This game is beautiful.
Let's buy him some
Ah.
time.
My heart.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
He's gonna turn him to stone, isn't he? Yep.
People are
Oh,
always
shit!
dying. It is what they do.
Fuck. Bye-bye, Bianca.
We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the
She
shot?
lasted a long time.
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
I would take Harding with me. Your decisions will impact your companions. Ooh. Ooh, this is, you know, they did say that your choices really matter in this game, since this game is very heavy companion related. This is gonna be dicey. This is gonna be really dicey because you're gonna have the people who you're like, oh, well, I want to romance Nev, so I'm just always going to choose her. And then you're going to have the people who are like, oh, I always want to choose Harding, or I'm going to romance Harding, so I'm always going to choose her. Me. Now, I can't say that if, you know, I decided to romance Davrin, that I wouldn't always choose him. But, like, me, when I play my OC, whoever I make for this game, whoever she is, like, my choice right here, my choice would be Nev stays, because she can better handle a group of demons coming at her at once because she is a mage, versus Harding, who uses a bow and arrow. I would let Nev stay and bring Harding with me. That's the logical choice in my head. So I feel like the fact that I'm already thinking like that, I think my OC, my Rook, is going to be logical. Not, you know, oh, I like you, so I'm going to choose you. No, let's think logically here for a second. Harding, you can't do shit by yourself if a swarm of demons come after you. I'm sorry, you just have a bow and arrow. But Nev is a mage. She can do multiple things multiple times. So yeah, that makes sense to me.
Let's go, Hardy. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Okay, so Harding's gonna obviously like me. At least they don't disapprove. If they don't disapprove, they don't get picked. At least not yet. That's a logical choice to me, Rick Harding. And this is very Inquisition-esque. Very Inquisition-esque. This is reminding me of the beginning of Inquisition so much. And obviously Varric and them are still talking, so I wonder if you have subtitles up, if you can hear them better, because I can't hear them at all.
Why? Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I'm with you.
Together, now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Yeah. It ends with that statue's downfall. Oh no, my statue! The amount of shit that Solus did in that ritual. Did he just awaken 2 elven gods? And why did he seem so surprised? Solus, my heart. You are so smart. Yet, you're one of the dumbest motherfuckers. Because see, that was this thing in my head all along, and that's the thing that people have said constantly, and it's the one thing that Solus doesn't seem to think about, is that he created the veil to lock up the elven gods because they were getting out of control. So obviously if you remove the veil, they're gonna wake up. And they're gonna be pissed. They're gonna be very, very angry. And that's the thing, like, when I write out my Inquisitor story, that's the thing that I would have her tell him. Like, in Trespasser, she's gonna be like, dude, you created the veil to stop the Elven Gods. You do realize, you tear down the veil, they're gonna wake up, and they're gonna be pissed. They will destroy everything. Like, you bringing down the veil is bad enough. They will destroy everything. Enslave everyone. What makes you think this is a good idea? He woke up 2 elven gods. He woke up 2 elven gods. They're very clearly humanoid, and they are at the elven god's site. I wonder if this is where he locked them up. I wonder if this is where he sealed them off, and that's why this ritual was so prominent in this spot, because this is where he started all. This is where it all happened. this is where he undoes it. Well, now clearly he has to think of another way, or he just has to rebuild the statues. I don't fucking know. He woke up to elven gods. And then whatever the fuck is in the background of them. This, whatever this gray mass right here is, this is something. This might be the dragon that we see in the trailer, but this is something right here. This is something. You got 2 elven gods waking up because Solus is an idiot. And then you got something right here. There's some sort of mass right here. This is not nothing. This is something that is in, I think, where this place is in equivalent with the Fade is probably the Dark City. So whatever this is something in the Dark City. It could be the dragon that we see in the trailer, or it could be something far, far worse. But yeah. That is 2 elven gods. Which 2 elven gods? I honestly can't tell. I have to replay the games, read the codex entries, look through the books and the comics again. Mainly the newer ones, to see if we can have some sort of hint of who these 2 gods are, because they are gods. We know it's not Mythal. We know for a fact it's not Mythal. Mythal, Flemeth is done, in my opinion. Flemeth is done, and Mythal is somewhere. Mythal is somewhere. We do not know where. I'm not saying she's not going to show up. She has shown up in every single game. I don't think Flemeth will show up, but I do think Mythal will show up. She'll probably be an endgame type deal, but she is going to show up. I wonder who these 2 are. I kind of want it to be the twins. And the twins were Dirthama, something like that, and then... Is it Junes? I don't know why I'm thinking Junes is something different, but it might be Junes. Junes is like the crafty dude, and then Dirthama is like death dude. I feel like this one is Dirth. Hold on. I'm gonna... Elven. Look at that. Elven gods. Very first thing. Alright, I need to catch up on my elven lore here. It's been a while. It's been 10 years! So Elganar, who is the husband of Mythal. It could be Elganar. I feel like if it was Elganar, that's really bad. That dude's not good. That dude's not good at all. Oh my god. Why does there have to be so many pop-ups on Wiki? It slows everything down, and I can't do anything. Okay. Please go back up. Okay, so you got Elganar, who is vengeance. Mythal, not relevant at the moment, but she's the protector. Falandine, he's the dead dude. It's Falandine and Dirthaman, whatever, Dirthaman, are the twins. I think these are the twins. The fact that 2 of them show up, and I mean, there's twins, I think it's the twins. I think it's Falandine and Dirthama. Can these pop-ups stop popping up? I'm trying to read. Can somebody buy Wiki and get rid of all the ads, please? There's no way they're bringing you that much money. Falandine is the elven god of death and fortune and guides the dead to the beyond. He and his twin brother Dirthaman are the eldest children of Elganar and Mythal. Dirthaman is the keeper of secrets. Dirthaman is the twin brother, elven god of secrets and knowledge, and master of the ravens. Master of the ravens, fear and deceit. Ooh. Dirthaman gave the elves the gift of knowledge and taught them loyalty and faith in family. So Dirth is actually the good twin. Faladin, maybe not so much. Interesting. I mean, they said that Solas wouldn't be the only elven god you worry about. I wonder... It probably wouldn't be, but I wonder, like, say if this is the twins, and if Dirthama seems like such a kind soul, even though Solas locked him up, because apparently all the elven gods are problems, if, like, one of the elven gods will actually join you, if they're gonna be like, hey, look, we don't like Solas, but we want our world to come back, we know a better way to do it, that you can do it, that Solas cannot. We want you to do it and not Solas because we don't like him and we just want to rub it in his face. But here's how you can open up the veil without killing everybody. And then once we do that, you know, the elven god will turn bad and then slay everybody. I think these are the twins because then you got Andrul, who is the goddess of hunt. Known as Blood Force and Great Hunter. I mean, they were really kind of hinting at Andrul and Dirthaman. I know I'm probably not pronouncing those right. But they were kind of really mainly hinting at those last game. But if it's going to be a set of two popping up, I want it to be the twins. I want it to be the twins. Then you got Siles, who is the Hearthkeeper, the Art Lady, the sister to Andrul. They don't look very feminine. I mean, I can't tell, but they don't look very feminine. And then you got June, who is the god of craft, so I was right on that one. He's described as the brother to Andrul and Siles. Or Siles' husband. Interesting. And then you got Gilinar, who is the Hollow Lady. Yeah, and this is definitely not the Hollow Lady. I want it to be the twins. I feel like it's going to be either the twins, to which I think... Let's see. Falandine is the guide to the dead, and Dirthaman is the keeper of secrets. It really could be one or the other, because, like, say, like, this thing right here, I could see it as, like, a scythe. Even this big giant thing could be, like, some kind of scythe to lead the dead kind of thing. Keeper of secrets, knowledge. Who's the one with the ravens? Dirthaman. I can't wait to see what people on Twitter are saying, but I think these are clearly two elven gods who Solas has woken up, and the idiot does not realize that that could happen. So I think these are the two elven gods. I think it's the twins, or it's gonna be one of the twins and Andrul. Or Elganar. I'm gonna say, let's say it's the twins, or it's Elganar and Andrul, because they seem like the troublemakers. They seem like, I think Andrul and Elganar were people that Solas really didn't like. That's what I think. That's what I think, and that's what I'm going with. So it's either the twins or one of those two, because I really don't see it being Gilinan. I don't see it being June, and I don't see it being Siles at all. So it's going to be one of those four. The twins, or the husband, or the huntress. They're one of those. Rook, you're pretty, but I don't want to see you. I do want to see you, Solus, but no. Yeah. They could just be demons, but I think he woke up two elven gods. I mean, the one on the left, this one looks very demon-esque. This is a very long arm, and I don't know what's happening here. It looks skeletal-esque. And this dude's just here. I think it's two elven gods, and I think it's the twins. Looking at this closer, I think this one is Dirthamin, the secrets guy, and this one is Falandine, the guide to the dead. That's what I think. It could be either way, because I could see this guy as a secret keeper too. Because me looking at this, I can't think of his name, but it makes me think Dragonborn DLC, and when you go through that whole like knowledge thing, this makes me think of that Daedra prince. This makes me think of him, and he's the knowledge guy. So I mean, it could actually go either way, but I believe it's the twins. And obviously, clearly, something going in the background here. This looks like an eyeball that's looking at Solus right now, so it's probably the dragon. It's probably the dragon that we see at the end. But this is an eyeball. This is clearly something. And then you got these two here. So I think it's the twins. They are either just plain old demons, or they are the twins. And that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. I don't know. Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think, and that's what I believe. And I feel very good in my assumption. I'm positive I am wrong. But I feel very, very good about what I'm thinking right now. I feel very good about that. I know I said I'd go back through this and look at everything, but I quite honestly, I think I said everything I wanted to say. And there's nothing I really want to look at anymore. I'll just rewatch it on my own time. There's nothing else I really wanted to point out. I said all my piece, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to end it there. That was very interesting. I cannot wait to play it. And I cannot wait to uncover more lore. This game is going to be good. It's going to be very, very good for elf lovers. It's going to be very, very good. And like I said, the OC I'm going to make, it's going to be an elf. Either mage or rogue. Probably mage, but I really like being a rogue. So we'll see. It really depends on what faction I guess I want to choose and go from there. But it's going to be an elf, rogue or mage. And really, it's really up in the air that I could romance anybody, honestly. Though I tend to lean more to the male options first. So it's, right now, my first option is going to be Davrin. My second option is Luke. Obviously, I mean, there's only 3 options. My second option is Luke. And then Emmerich Grandpa, who has been said to have a very nice romance. Very, what was the word? Sensual and something else. Which is nice. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds very nice. So, I'm excited. And I hope everybody else is excited as well. I'll go ahead and bring this up. Now, I'm going to end the stream here. I'm not going to get this uploaded until tomorrow because I need to go to bed. And it's going to take a while for this to well, it might actually not. It's only an hour long. Might not take too long to upload to YouTube. I might just do that. So I'll get this uploaded. There's no editing I have to do, so I'm just gonna upload it. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm excited. I hope everybody else is too. I would love to hear what you think. Shoot me up, not shoot me up, but you know, say on our Discord what you think, what your thoughts were now that I've seen it. Leave a comment if you want to, if you know, for your thoughts. Discord's probably the best place though. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. This has a lot of implications. I need to read the books and that comic, so I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to read all of the books again in the comics. I need to know when the actual date is, because fall does not help me. If fall is like September fall, I will not have time. I will not have time. But if fall is like October, November, fall, I would have time to read all of the books and all of the comics again. Just to do it. Yeah. That's it. Alright, I'm ending it here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope to hear from you for what you think, if you're excited as well, because I'm very excited. It's been 10 freaking years. I'm excited. Everybody have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, and I hope to see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everybody.